Hmm. Just to say, this is actually me. Haha, whatever. I don't really care. Just until I get the testing servers working, because that's what I was doing lately. But just the streaming, I just don't have time. But at some point, I maybe will. So until then, just check out the testing live streams, and I will have channels. What is this? Oh, okay. How are you guys? First, I'm on the desktop, or I would have this video back to desktop. But yeah, it's just I'm probably gonna be able to do the first live stream in the other few weeks since 1, 2, and 11 months respectively. Since the 11-month stream, I actually didn't even stream the claymation stuff because that was the point of the 11 month ago stream, not even 12 months ago, not even a year. So 11 months ago was to ask me anything for in general stuff, not even philosophy. It was just everything else under the sun. And then I actually managed to do a couple other live streams, which weren't necessarily claymation related, anyways, and very, very recent. You can't consider 1 or 5 months recent, but whatever. Difference, difference made. Hope my mic's working, by the way. I'm not gonna tap it. Not gonna tap it. But I have the internet unplugged, so I don't get all notifications displaying at the last second. Of, where are you, Otto? Where are you, Tony? Where are you, Halo? Araby 10, Playstriker, Real Bishop, that matter. Raise Recon. But yeah, is what kind of person thinks he's known for doing Duracell and Skull Spinner, March Scarf, and Toy Cashman on what was formerly especially called Paralysis Demon, and then now March 4th of Toy Cash. The one person who called me Toy Cash was actually none other than Ariel Hooper, the spiritual woman who went through all that crap and still managed to keep standing and going through her van life. Nah, I'm not gonna judge. I don't think that's true, anyways. Or maybe she probably if she rocks a van life, that's good on her. But she did a really good 3-minute reading for me on unlisted video, and I'm grateful for that. It's very straight to the point, but also like good on Ariel. Really worth the $50. And I'm not even trying to be soft facetious or dumb or greedy or dumb, but you know. You know how long it took me to look at the webcam like this once and for all? I'm not used to doing this. Maybe it's because I'm off my desktop for 2 or 3 months straight. I looked always like the dentist away from everything else. Even on the DSLR, I wouldn't look at the camera. It was crazy. I wouldn't look. Like, okay, it's a little better now if I look red at the webcam, but it's just so it's easier now if I look straight at what I think is the webcam and then the webcam. Then yeah, is this creepy, guys? Is Auto Crosswind staring straight into your soul creepier than every other 700 video? Uh, this is better off as warm up for the live stream, but when the live stream comes in, you'll maybe just see me look straight to you, anyways. But yeah, 3 minutes in, we will push for okay. Don't be alarmed. You'll see the time step anyways. You see the time amount. This will push for 22 minutes. We're pushing for 22 minutes. We were gonna go for 24, but don't have to be that OC about anime. But I'm pretty sure I did Digimon Donnelly anyways. 2020's other reboot. I have to do this my own way anyways. I can't just be like, oh, just be casual, just be yourself, just be you for like a few minutes, just relax. Well, gosh be darned, because what I thought was me is still not relaxing, and then even that's a cliche and a misunderstanding. So same with quality content. Oh, my head's around Barry. Okay. No, it just didn't have to anything. Okay. You'll notice when I put off my earbuds and my headphones off my ears in the middle of starting a recording, and it's like, what was the point? You aren't using on the record? No, I'm using this. When Z's on mic from none other than Crypto Spook from Crymor and the gang from more RT's feed. I will not complain too much about him anymore. I actually okay. Plot twist. I love everybody, literally, even the people I complained about as an example of their own example, of being his example. But like people might when I talk about Jack's films and Godspeed to him for what's happening right now, but I used to have a dislike for a passion for that guy, and you can understand if I would use him as an example of whatever not like anybody, and it's like people think I have anger issues anyway, so it's like to each their own, but just some people, but it's like but Jack did not rub me off the right way when I make the cliche, I make the stereotype and meme that anything that I dislike or hate or disgusted by or aggressive by, people will think of those things of me and myself, and it's like they'll hate me for hating those things. It's like It's a forced meme. It shouldn't have to be like that, but to say at least. But Jack would always say things like he would put into perspective that, oh, this guy stole my content. I guess I get this to steal his content, and have truly good logical arguments about why that was the case for him, even in a joke. But yeah, he always rubbed me off the wrong way, and then even I not is it iDubbbz? It's like Filthy Frank. Some of the other ones where they make serious video essays all once in a while, and those are the only ones that drive me crazy, even compared to maybe their memes, anyways. Their entertainment, but it's the own thing. This whole video will not be just me talking to the camera, talking about our stuff, finally looking straight at the camera, but it's just I look very reminiscent of 13, 14 anyways. Like the early 10 days, I still have that glimmer in my eyes. It's very nice. The skin tone is like a when it helps to not have Rigby eyes, but the real me right now is indeed obsessing about being a perfectionist and strictly professional. It has always been like that. Oh, but no, Tony, don't even worry about being perfect. You're not, anyways. But yeah, this is me now. Right now. Is forcing way too hard the effort of being efforted. That's just it. This isn't gonna practice for live streams, anyways. 12 more minutes. No, 16 more minutes. 16 more minutes. And I'm not waiting. I can enjoy this. Playtime's over. You can't fly the Star Fox shuttle in Super Smash Bros. Not with that attitude. I remember your comments, guys, even though not mine. How do you think I find my alt no tag comments? And I'm like, I saw them on my Alec emo like years ago. Not even that many years ago. It was like 4 or 3 years ago. And still remember to come back in my main channel to talk about it. And it's like, but they'll never find you. You didn't even tag Puffballs. Like, first of all, do I even know that Puffballs is his own company anymore? Okay, well, company of himself. But like, no, the Flash games, like, no one thinks that you're gonna talk about Flash gaming years after the fact, or even talk about early 2000s stuff like The Incredibles and Incredibots, Incredibox, and all the other ones, and then be like, but they were my time. It's like, no, because you're so freaking slow. You didn't talk about it on the period that it happened. You talking about it way later as if it wasn't a point. Oh, it's a continuity and nostalgia thing. And it's still me talking about it in the future. No, get out of here. You're so slow. Slowpoke. With that avatar on Crabbots. Damn. How do I remember so much crap? Everything I'm saying. Like, you would think, and this is a pessimistic way to see it, so I'll stop saying it, but after I say it like this, that if you want to have make those your photographic memory, where the cliche is you remember negative things anyways, where you could be still seen as being pessimistic by saying, but so many of the memories are so negative out of the photographic memory. You can still look at those same negative memories and know that they're beautiful and they're positive and meaningful, and even would not be worthy of changing anyways because they make you who you are now. More to it even then. When you have been that person who knows your positive memories are not just outside the negative, there's everything else. It's all been good. It has all been good. It's the trust the facts. Sorry. But it's all been good. It's like dude, I actually remember that one short that where Frederick got Thanos stopped the first time. Like the short where I talk about depending on what got that short canceled the first time, I can't really describe the 3 of those things. There's 2 certain curse words and a certain demographic that I make fun of, as in all demographics, but that still was weird. So the third offense was all demographics being made fun of. And the first 2 were different curse words, 2 different curse words. And then it's like, so my theory is it was because of primarily the third one, and the first 2 just made it easier to hammer the nail in. And it's like, because there was a very offensive joke about inclusion and diversity I put in there, where it was too vague to tell a difference. But my theory is it was primarily the third one and the first 2, the F-bomb and the word. So, can you describe the acronym? Okay. Well, yeah. So yeah, again, how are you guys? Just I have a ring light over here. I took it apart from the claymation stage for reasons. Had to be enough reasons. We won't force a meditation for this whole stream. I really do want to hammer in a lot of these points in for some reason, just talking to the camera. But like my high horse butt could be any higher. And even, which I will say in tendency, why I don't make any more longer videos as much as I used to, You guys thought I was never gonna stop making long videos, and then I thought I was never gonna stop making short videos. I actually felt like that after the fact. I was like, wait a minute, when am I gonna come back to long videos? That sucks. I feel intuitive for something else now. Everything changes. Don't worry, highs and lows, be good or bad. Everything changes. It's like you think the subjective, invigorating, slow-paced cultivation, invigorating principle kind of adamantium Wolverine kind of person that I am. You think that that's gonna kick me in the butt? No, it already did. I don't always like. I don't want to sound pessimistic or even desperate, but I don't always like avoiding my friends and family. I don't always like being a shelter hermit. I don't always like having a weird perspective of the world that is still beautiful in its own way and very, very, very brilliant. Cooking up my own butt. Pretend I said cooking. And then I still have to learn. I still have to learn these things. I really do, and it comes with the practice. It just I have to learn a lot of these things. Why I didn't even make yet for the Angels of Death OP theme, whether it's claymation animated or not, for action rotation, communication, and integrity. So it's like comes about. How about you? But if I really have to, in this same video for up 22 minutes, we will squeeze in a 2-minute meditation, maybe at the last second, if it helps. But I probably want to do that anyways. And then the thing about knowing ahead of time how I'm gonna end these videos, we'll end it at exact minute intervals, but it's still what we can't even really say with quotation marks is judgmental people is still like. But if you care that much about your YouTube channel and your humanity and your adulting, why do you still look like you're not trying? And it's like, because I am trying. It's just different. It's like we're all in this together. I do not make excuses about that. I make excuses about everything else. I didn't look at anything in particular. But it's like, you know. I'm still creeped out looking at the webcam. I'm so sorry. Not really, but it's just, this is so new. I didn't think I was going to do this. Like, look at the camera and then record. I knew I was going to go on the desktop because I had to push a little bit out of the comfort zone like the desktop. It was due time for 1 to 3 months in. More than 1 month, less than 3 months. And then you keep into perspective that literally, like, dude, a long story with this, short and long. It felt too easy to go ghost and then be like, wait a minute. If I do come back, some of you guys will invite me in with open arms. You really will. If you guys have been missing me, if you guys have been DMing me on Twitter, Discord, or wherever else, I actually have a TikTok. I deleted my Snapchat because it's on board the phone for some damn reason. Even though some of my family friends follow me right away on Snapchat. I still have a TikTok. I actually have a Reddit that I don't use for some reason, but I still read a lot there every few months, every 5-6 months. I read a shoot ton on Reddit every few months, and I just go post on technically go ghost the whole thing. But and you don't even want to know how I do on Twitter. Not just the cancel culture is its own thing. I'll figure it out if I have to. If the cancel culture is still there, I'll just deal with it. If Elon shall ban me or limit the state of my Twitter profile, then I'll figure it out. But like you would be able to find out personally if I'm not a person important for that. But for Twitter, I would do short burst amount of tweets and then go ghost the whole time, and then I'll shoot ton of tweets max character and then for a long ass time, and then that's not how you're supposed to use Twitter. You're supposed to just make a tweet whatever occasionally means, or even every once in a while. You make 1 or 2 sentences, and then you go about your life 1 or 3 days in, maybe even a month. Then you make another tweet and a few more tweets, and then you share something that's cool. Don't do a Tony Cashman on Twitter. I called it. Don't do a Tony hashtag. Don't be Tony Cashman. Too arrogant. Okay. And then Discord was I ghosted some of my primary groups. I really didn't mean to. Some of them were still. I was just about doing some other cool stuff there, and I was like, wait a minute. If some of my other deep associates contact me, and some of my other clientees and other people, if they try to find me then, and I wasn't only then found out to be beautiful then, because some of you already, I know I already mentioned that some of you can be tap hosts, so it's like, but some of you in particular are very dear and close to me, and it's like it's not that I don't think about that stuff. It's just maybe the thing with don't take life seriously, but I still want to not be a nihilist. So different. But some of you are very dear and close to me, even as associates and neutrals, and that's why I didn't believe in associates and neutrals. Like, I don't believe in that stuff. Are very dear and close to me, and it's like I don't have to be your close friend or your best friend to be like that. I really don't. If you've seen the Temple Grandin YouTube short, I'm not I'm not, dude. It's some of it's for show. That's the truth. I am always like that when on social relationships. I am always taking risks in even ways that will never. You would think that would never lend me the good friends, even if there are what they would be endearing and beautiful for. Oh, but even the worth it friends will never find you because you're always scaring them. No, then they're not worth it. I'm not even kidding. If they're not worth it at that point, if they're worth it, and I'm going to equitate that. If they're worth it in a way that you can't even get to them being yourself, they're not worth it in the first place. I dislike the video if you have to, but like, I literally, I'm not going to do this. Okay, well, I can't stand the idea that, and I'm also not the only one who's like that. I know, I already know that. Don't tell me that just yet. Not yet. If I don't believe it yet, but I probably do, because I'm saying it right now. I know I'm not the only one who's like that. Like, I know. I really do. It's like I'm not the only one in context clarity. I'm not the only one who takes those kind of risks in social relationships. I really am not. Like, if I am, then F me. Right? But, it's just a certain dynamic that comes with this stuff. I'm going to say this right now before the video ends. I know how lucky and fortunate I am to be able to record like this. I really am. Not just in my so-called invincible bunker, which any 5, 6, 9 contexts you're gonna give out of that. If that I can already think of 4 of, but I know how fortunate I am to be able to relax and take 1/3 full bottle shampoo baths, and then 3 in 1 usage, and just calm down and hopefully get the eye rings out of my face. And then if I don't, but I swear it's not genetic. I know how grateful and fortunate I am to be able to record the long videos like this. Longer than 8 minutes, at least, from wherever I was timing intuitively. I know some of you are really going through the motions right now. Like, you don't think I am, because I'm chill right now. Do you think I'm not ashamed of the fact that I basically live a life like a sort of a kind of a lie, where I literally don't do anything in a certain way, and I still make the most of my life? You don't think I'm ashamed of that? Like, it's just, I'm doing a really good job just being myself, and I still should do more, right? I have to learn. So it's like, people are depending on me to make that count for them, even if I'm not what I thought I should have been. And it's like any of the definition or connotation of that. It's like, some of you are really, and you already know what I'm talking about. You know who you are. Some of you are really going through the motions right now, and some of you are mad at me for seeing that coming. And I'm like, why do you think I do that stuff? Why do you think I just take my time and do my best and just do what I can in moments where it looks like I'm forecasting someone's future, and I'm like, no, it's because that's not even fate anyways. Some of it is not going to actually happen the way it looks like. It's just like you take care of each other whether or not someone's going through a bad time, okay? It's not forever. Nothing is forever. It's like, that's a beautiful thing in its own right. Still is, and it really is. And at the end of it. At the end of each day and every day. Coming day. Some of you are going through it. I feel you. It's like, not just globally, not just personally, you're going through those motions harder than you had prior. You've been already going through it, and now it's even worse. I'm so sorry for you. I really am. I just, and some of you don't even show it. Like, you know who I'm, you can already pinpoint like 6 people I'm talking about right now. Like, any of them. I'm not going to tap if I'm even thinking about one of them right now. Obviously. But some of you hide it really well and mask it. And I used to say autism masking is fake, but maybe I'm lying about that in itself. Some of you are able to obscure that pain really well. And to an extent, you kind of have to survive. Oh, but be honest. Don't be sugarcoating it. You know how these, I will not cap. You know how these Aries, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Venus, Taurans have to think like this, okay? They're not hiding shit. They're literally like, they're in the moment. You can backtrack that and find out who I'm talking about from whatever chart. But like, you're not hiding if you're trying to survive. That part Yoda's not lying about. If he says you will be scared, but But the part that Yoda is wrong about is that if you're not trying, you're hiding. And it's like, I'm not saying don't freaking survive. I made a freaking 2-minute video about that already. I made a fudging video about that. I made a fudging flats. I was gonna say the Mexican food. Just forget it. I've done too much right now. It's like, okay. Tell me cash my life. But 2 more minutes. Okay. My prayers go to you. Even as a default Christian, my prayers go to you guys. I just astrologer, occultist, you name it, just tarot reading. Like, prayers go to you, spirituality, religion, whatever else. And even then, I am very much praying for like whatever show my spirit is, and then show the spirit. And so I send my spirit shell to you guys to protect you guys. So, but really though, minute and a half, or even longer if I go for it for the 24 minutes. We'll see. We'll see in a minute. Not gonna meditate. There is something very advisory that I could say in this moment, where the one particular person that is on my mind is like, listen, seriously, like, look at me. I'm not stupid. I'm not even. I do not know everything about you. I'm just some 26-year-old who found out even more than how much he really loved himself, why he really does love himself. And it's like, it doesn't come down to any arrogance or any pity of humility or whatever else. It just, I saw some things coming in the fray in spite of knowing that it's all interchangeable. It is still very much is. You're going to want to be able to do this for yourself, as I would myself, for myself. Trust your intentions and be true to yourself. Thank you, Quinn is limitless. Not forgetting that where it comes from. 2 whatever. 2 more minutes in. Guys, oh, it's okay. Okay, listen. Okay. Not gonna force any of those words. You're gonna be fine, okay? It's not gonna be dude. If I was gonna cap on that, then why would I be hiding my house anyways on accident? But it's just you are gonna be okay. I don't know how to cry for this right now. I've had a weird way of explaining that they do shorts, but can't cry about it right now. I really don't know how to, but or even have emotional distress, but. You've probably seen the non-verbal cues anyways. So, look, sweetie, sweetheart, you actually are gonna be fine. I don't know I even not even some bastard like me knows the most of you, but as in any context of that those words, not just two. Literally, when I was your age, I actually didn't even know how to have fun, right? I didn't know how to be at peace. You are more authentic than me right now. That is incredible in itself. You're living your best life in spite of all the tremors and fears and intensity and secretiveness and purity that you have all within. I'm not even describing that from an astrological perspective. You are that kind of person. You actually are kicking ass right now. It is not the end of the world just because it feels like the end of the world. I love you, and I also love all the rest of you. Thank you.